our team of meteorologists have issued a weather impact alert coming up in the next few days on Monday. We got meteorologist Hunter Force who's joining us right now. And Hunter, from my understanding, it's because we're going to see some really, really bitterly cold temps on Monday, but it's been cold. So what makes this so cold that you all felt like you needed to issue an alert?
Yeah, like you were saying, it's been cold. It's been a very cold start to December. We've been about 8 to 9 degrees below average so far. And as we head into Monday morning especially, we're going to see an Arctic front pushing through, which is going to bring in some of the coldest air we've seen all season. So wind chills could be in the single digits early Monday morning, 7, 8, 9, 10 degrees. And then by the time we get to, 7, 8 o'clock, they're in the low teens. So heading off to work, it's going to be a very, very cold start to the day. You have to bundle up. It's going to be so cold. You're going to want to make sure your, pipes aren't going to freeze. So you have to take precautions with that. So it's that type of cold where a weather impact alert was issued, because it's just could be a dangerous situation if, you're not prepared for it. And not only dangerous for yourself, but also could impact parts of your home if your pipes freeze. It's not a great situation. So that's why we're giving this a little bit more, caution compared to the other types of cold weather we've been seeing, because this one's just a little bit more dangerous.
So are we looking at more snow again? Did I hear you on that? Also, I know a lot of people were affected by that here in Hampton Roads. Monday in particular, these days they come together. But yes, Monday.
Right.
We had that Monday big day, and then it led into Tuesday. Are we expecting any more?
So on Friday, tomorrow, there's a chance we could see, a few flurries. Not expecting anything crazy. And then as we head into Sunday, there's a chance there's going to be a clipper system pushing through. That could bring us a little bit more in the way of some snow showers. Now, it's not looking like how it was this past Monday, but we could see, a few of those snow showers bringing us a little bit in the way of accumulation. A little bit, nothing wild. The GFS model is a bit colder, so it's bringing more snow to the area, at least a little bit more widespread for a little bit, not very long lasting. But the European model is a little bit warmer, bringing more in the way of rain for a lot of us rather than snow. So right now, it's just something we have to watch over the next day or so, especially heading into the weekend. But just prepare for the chance for a little bit of wintry weather on Sunday. But nothing, we haven't ever seen before.
All right, so really it seems like the big thing we want people to know, obviously bundle up, make sure that you're prepared when you're going out the door, especially if you have to spend an extended amount of time outside. Right. But the other thing, and making sure you said this, but to reiterate, when we put out these weather impact alerts, it is not to scare, but to prepare. So when you're talking about your home, listen, all the things that we've been saying about your pipes and making sure everything's good, this gives you a few days in advance to make sure that you're good.
Right.
If you need to go out and get something, go ahead and do that over the weekend. If you need to, insulate something in your home, you got a few days to do that.
Right.
But don't be surprised on Monday you walk out and things are just, the bottom is dropped off.
Yeah, it's going to be frigid. And I mean, it gives you, like you were saying, gives you time to prepare. Maybe you don't know how to prepare, your pipes for this type of weather. I'm not sure I know the best way. You do a little drip right out of your drains, right, to help keep them from freezing over.
I always forget that you are from a southern state even further than me, right? Florida? Is it Florida?
I'm from Connecticut.
You're from Connecticut? I completely forgot that.
But don't you just leave the tap running and just a little bit?
Yeah. Yeah,
Right.
You just let it drip.
Just let it drip.
It gets cold in Connecticut.
I know, but I haven't had my own property in Connecticut, so it's it wouldn't be my I wouldn't know 100
But you're right.
The best practices.
You are right. You
That would
can
be my dad.
just the drip. You don't want it to be a full-on flow. Don't just
Right.
keep it
Just-
running all day, right? But
just a little,
but like a little bit of a make
drip.
sure it's consistent so that it doesn't freeze over and those kind of things.
Right.
You got it, Hunter.
Hey,
You in there?
So if you're like me, it gives you time to look up the best way to save your pipes.
Or don't we have information too that they can find on our website, 13newsnow.com,
Yep,
and then
we
you
have
can
that
also
as
look
well.
on our app that you can download too. And then, our team of Mets, we do also have the Weather Impact 24/7. That's right here on 13 News Now Plus. So many things that you guys are doing to make sure people stay informed and that they're prepared ahead of time. And so anything else, man, as we look forward, I know obviously today is not the weather impact alert. It's in a few days on Monday. Anything else people need to know to kind of set themselves up for success?
Just prepare for some very extremely cold weather. I know it's been cold this entire month so far. It's going to get extremely, extremely colder on Monday morning and throughout the entire day. But it's not going to be long lasting. It's only going to be Monday, a tad degree warmer on Tuesday, but still cold. And then we're going to have a nice warm up by the middle and end of next week. Could see some upper 50s, pushing 60. So that's going to feel phenomenal compared to what we're going to be having on Monday morning.
It's funny that you say that because I remember when I was living in central Illinois and there was one particular winter, there were several where it was just so cold. I think it had gotten to -36 when you add in the wind chill for a few days. I mean, it was just terrible. And it had climbed at one point to 0 degrees. And I never thought this would be true. This guy from Georgia, this kid from Georgia, I felt like I can go outside in shorts. I mean, it was basically a heat wave when you think about it. I mean, the difference in the temperatures. It was cold, but I felt warm because I'd been in -35, -32 for like at least 4 days.
Eugene, I 1000% know what you mean because that happened to me once in high school.
It sounds crazy, but it's real.
It was in the negatives for days and days. And then one day, I think it was a little bit warmer than 0. It was maybe like 15 or 20. I put my windows down. I was like, it feels good out. I was like, it's pretty nice.
I told my family, and they thought I was insane. My entire family's Georgia, Louisiana, and but I did. So I'm glad that you are here to tell everyone who's listening that it's not crazy.
I mean, I was just thinking about this morning when I walked outside. It was in the upper 30s. Feels like temperature was around 30, and I walked out and I was like, oh, it's not too bad this morning. I was like, it feels pretty good. But like, I feel like we get acclimated, or some of us get acclimated to this cooler weather so quickly.
Yeah.
That, I mean, if it was this in, September, we would be freezing our behinds.
Yes.
But I mean, now it's like, oh, it's 40 out. I'm like, feels pretty nice. But then the one thing that gets you is the breeze. Once that just hits you in the face, then you're like, all right.
Yeah.
Enough.
Many tears were shed at one point because of cold plus the wind.
You're right. But if it's just calm, if it's 40 and calm, it's not too bad this time of year.
Not too bad. All right. Well, looks, you can prepare yourself. You got a few days. That weather impact alert, that bitter cold, dangerous cold happening on Monday. So take these next few days. Make sure you're prepared and that your home, where you live, all of that is good to go. Hunter, we appreciate it. We'll continue to watch the forecast in the coming days as you guys continue to kind of press that message and to see if there's any changes that could potentially happen in the forecast for Monday and beyond.